So first of all, I'm just gonna play, the bass, the melody and the bass, okay?
Okay,
Here is the melody,
right.
here is the bass,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
Here goes. Okay, once more.
Oh.
Once more. Okay?
Yeah.
So essentially, there are three keys here that we have to make sure we are comfortable with. And
Okay.
those keys are G major,
Okay.
E flat major. I'm sorry, I should say them in a different order. E flat major, G major, and B major. So
B
three,
flat, G and B.
yeah,
All right.
three keys that are apparently very far from one another because E flat has three flats,
Right.
G has one sharp, and B has five sharps.
Mm-hmm.
So really, three major scales that apparently have very little to do with one another because they're very far from one another. So first of all, let's make sure that you both are comfortable just playing those scales. So play me the E flat major scale. Beautiful. And now play me a 2-5-1 in that scale. So that's
Okay. Hold on now. 1 second now here.
exactly.
There.
Yeah, good. So that's 2-5 in E flat,
Right.
right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's do the same thing in G.
Laura, you want to do that one, or you want me to keep
Yeah,
going?
Laurie, you do the G.
Yeah.
Let me take the pedal off.
Exactly. That's the 2-5 in G. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
Now
B.
the last one we said was B major.
Are you doing it, Professor, or
No,
me?
you
There.
go ahead.
Here's the B. Here's B major. Here's the B here, and then
Beautiful.
so 1 second here.
They don't use the 2-5 and B at all.
No, they do. I mean, the last two chords, right?
Ah,
So we're gonna see a lot of like also sometimes just 5-1, not a 2-5-1. But look at the chords now. You have the first chord is B, and then you have 5-1 in G, right? You see
wait,
that?
5-1 in
D,
G. Wait, oh yeah, D7 to G. Okay.
right? Next you have 5-1 in E flat.
Yes, yes. Okay, here.
So already here we had those three centers. The B moved to a G, and then it moved to E flat.
Okay.
Right? So again, I'll say it. B, 5 to G, 5 to E flat.
yeah, here, okay.
Okay, measure 4 we have 2, 5, 1 to G.
2, 5, 1, and that's in G.
Right?
Okay.
2, 5, 1 in G. Now we're on the second line, right? After the G we
Okay.
have 5, 1 to E flat.
I want E flat here. 1 second. All right, here. Oh yeah. Okay.
Right? And next we have what? 5, 1 to B.
Right. F sharp 7 to
F sharp
B.
7 to B is a 5, 1 to B. And then after that, measure the last measure on the second line, 2, 5 to E flat.
Wait a minute. Well, I didn't get E flat. Wait, hold on now. We have F sharp
Yeah.
7 to B, and then we have F minor 7 to B flat.
Yeah,
Right?
F minor 7 to B flat 7 is the 2,
It's
5
again- Right. It's minor, right?
that
2,
goes
5.
to
All right.
that goes to E flat in the next measure, the first measure on the third line.
Oh, look at that. It goes from F to B flat. That's that bracket notation that Josh was trying to show me. But it's like 5 of 1, and that's 5 of 1. Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
it's 5 and 5 of 1. Right?
Which one are you talking about? Which
All right.
measure?
So the last measure 8, right? It's 5 of B flat, and B flat is 5 of E flat in the
I
first
know,
measure.
it's not 5 of B flat. It's the F is F minor 7.
Oh, it's a 2
Yeah.
of what?
It's a 2, 5,
E
1 in E flat.
Oh gosh. All right, here.
2,
2
5,
of
1
E flat.
in E flat.
Oh, here, E flat. Okay. Oh my. All right. All right.
Okay.
That is, yeah.
2,
All
5,
right.
1 in E flat. And then what do you have in the next measure? Measure, what is it? 10.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. We have well, it looks like a 2
Good.
to G, an A minor
Yeah.
to G.
2,
Yeah.
5, 1 in G. Right?
1 to G. Okay, here.
Okay, so 2, 5, 1 in G. And then next, what is measure, the last measure on the third line?
Well, okay, so it's 2. All right, it's 2, and then it goes to B, right? So it's
Yeah,
a 2,
2,
5,
5,
B.
1 in B.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So you see, everything is either going to B or G or E flat, all of those. And what about the next one? Measure fourth line.
It's the same thing. It's 2, right? It's F minor
Yeah.
7. It's a 2,
2,
2, 5 to E
5
flat.
to E flat. And then another 2, 5, which goes back to the beginning to B.
All right.
Right?
Huh. So it's how he picks those chords, how he picks them.
Yeah,
That's
he
right,
dances
yeah.
around, he moves around 3 different centers, right? He
Right.
he goes very quickly between them. So you're either in E flat or in G or in B, and there's 2, 5 or 5 ones for each one. So that's why it shifts all the time.
And you know, I love it how they line it up, because if you look at the third, like measure 3, and then right underneath it and so forth, you see E flat, D, G, and E flat, right, Laurie? I mean, you see in measure 3 of each line, you see it. You see, oh, that's where we are.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
You
yeah.
can, you're looking on the phone, but if you, like Laurie, I would like circle the B, then circle the G, then circle the E flat, and then circle the G. So here, I'll say it again. It's interesting. It's B, 5 to G, 5 to E flat, 2, 5 to G. Now we're on the second line.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 5 to E flat, 5 to B,
Right.
and then 2,
2,
5 to E flat,
5, and E, right, B flat. All right, here.
2, 5 to G,
E,
2, 5 to
5.
B, and then last line, 2, 5 to E flat,
E flat. and then
And
2,
again,
5 back
2,
to B.
5 to B. Yeah. So listen to the
Ah.
harmony. Listen to the harmony. Back to the beginning. Okay, so it moves around. Now the important thing is if you look at those three notes, the E flat, the G, and the B, right? That we said that those are the three centers, right?
Right. E flat. And let's see, let's find the G. All right, G and B. I
Yep.
see. Okay.
E
Measure
flat,
3,
G,
measure
and
5, measure 7. Okay.
yeah, if you look at B is measure 1, G is
Right.
measure 2, E flat
2.
is measure
Sorry,
3,
3.
and then in measure 5 is G. Yeah, measure 5, second line, the first chord is G.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Measure 6 is the E flat, and measure 7 is the B.
Mm-hmm.
And then measure 9, right, is E flat.
Okay.
Then measure 11 is G. And then measure 13, the first measure on the fourth line is B.
Uh-huh.
And then measure 15 is E flat.
That is so fascinating. And it
Now,
sounds, oh
so
gosh,
now
yeah.
the thing is that those three notes, the E flat, the G, and the B, they are a major third apart from one another, so they're equally distanced, right?
Okay.
So basically, what he's doing is taking an octave which has 12 half steps and break it into 3 equal parts, right? Because a major third breaks the octave into, I'm sorry, 3. A major third, which is 4 half steps, breaks the octave into 3 equal parts.
Right, because there's 12 notes. Or
12
4.
notes. So this I think was the mystical religious thing, like the triangle, like the God or Jesus and God and something, or the Holy Trinity. I don't know. It had to do with some philosophical, the idea to take an octave.
Here, didn't he do something? I have a paper that I can't be able to read, but it's this drawing he did with, one second here. John Coltrane did this drawing with
Wow.
all the different
Wow.
things in it. Yeah, John Coltrane's
Yeah.
Neo-Riemann, it was a math for Josh, Neo-Riemann analysis. Math, it's about math, higher level math in John Coltrane. That's what I can tell you about
Wow,
that. I can't
yeah.
tell you what it says, but yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen what you. I mean, all I know is that you take the octave, you break it into 3 equal parts.
Right.
There's
Uh-huh.
some kind of a holy trinity, and then you get 3 centers. So as opposed to the idea that we always have one center essentially, right? In classical music, or you start, sonata in C, you start in C, you end in C. Or even jazz pieces, you normally start, the A section is in a certain key, and then you end. You don't move like this between 3 centers. And
Right.
of course, you don't move like them so fast, Because basically, right, on the first chord, I'm in what I call a 5-sharp environment,
Uh-huh.
right? But it only
Yeah.
lasts for 2 beats, for a half note, right? Already on the D chord, the D7 chord, I'm in a 1-sharp environment. Because the D7 belongs to the G system.
Right.
So that's
5 sharp
also a way.
keyboards, yeah.
Yeah, that's also a way I like to do it, is I kind of write.
Oh yeah, that's great. And I can do that. I can just write the numbers in here. That's right. Are you
Yeah,
following? Laurie can follow that. Yeah, I'm still, yeah,
Over the B chord, I write 5 sharps.
right.
And then over the D chord,
two sharps.
I kind of do a bracket from the D to the G because those two belong to the same system.
Okay, G here,
And then
bracket.
there it's a two sharp environment. I mean, one sharp environment, right? The G major environment.
Okay, one sharp here. All right, here. So I should write the sharp names, huh? F sharp, C sharp, G
I
sharp.
do it like this. Look, see, I basically do like this.
Oh, all right, there we go. That's easier. Yeah, here, 5. Right here, 5 sharps, 2 sharps. I'm writing sharps out here. 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 1 sharp.
So
All
we
right,
said
right.
5 sharp over the B, 1 sharp over the D, 7 and the G.
Right.
And then, what is it? 3 flats over the B flat, 7 and the E flat.
Wait a minute now. E flat, hold on. G, E
Mhm.
flat is 3
3
flats.
flats.
But wait a minute. Now the B is 2 flats, right? Do we not put that down? The B flat 9 is 2 flats, right? Do you put those down?
Which one?
Ouch. This, damn it. The second, damn.
What happened?
Sorry. I have this wooden thing here that has a thing.
Mm.
Sorry. All right. I have to be able to see. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Here. Oh, I just put that there. All right. So 1 second. So I'm talking about second measure to third measure. It has, first it has G. Oh, and then it has a B flat.
7.
B flat
No,
7.
it's a B flat
All right.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, and then to E flat. So you put one sharp G7, 2 sharps B flat 7, and 3 sharps E flat. Is that, or
No,
you don't put
no, here, I'll do it. Look at how I do it. I know it's very tricky. 1 second.
here? I can't really see. Yeah, it's blurry.
Can you see
Ronnie,
this?
you can't see it that well.
No?
But I
5
can
sharp,
still- Oh, here it is. 5 sharps to 1. Oh, wait a minute.
3
All right.
flat.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here.
5 sharps over the B. I know it's very
1 second
tricky.
here. So this bracket here is 1 sharp. And then this bracket here, B flat to E flat, here is 3 sharps.
Three flats, right? Because
3
those
flats,
two
yeah.
chords belong to the E flat system.
Right. Okay. So we start off with 5 flats, then we go D7 to G, which is 1 G is 1
Sharp.
sharp. Then we go from B flat 7 to E flat.
Exactly.
Yeah, B flat 7, and that's 3 flats. Okay.
Yeah.
Gee
Right.
whiz.
So
Oh,
you see, we
and-
moved so quickly between 3 different
Yeah.
systems, just between the first 3 measures, you know?
all right,
Okay,
here.
so now where is the next bracket? Which next chords belong to one system?
Oh, what's this chord here? I guess the D7 going to G.
And also
Right.
the A minor already.
All right, so that's a whole system, right? We have A
Yeah.
minor 7.
From
D7.
A minor, I start my bracket and I go all the way to the G on the next line.
G here, G. All right, here, G. And that's a bracket, and that's going to be 1 sharp, right?
1 sharp, great.
Okay. Here, it's
Now
not,
the
not
next-
hopeless. See?
The next bracket goes over the B flat 7 and the E flat.
Wait a minute. Now. Oh, here, B flat 7 and E flat.
So
Hold on.
those
here.
brackets going over the bar line.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
and then that's three flats.
3 flats, just here, I'll do those.
Right. Okay.
So 3 flats for the B flat 7 and to the E flat. And then we have another bracket from the F sharp 7 to the B.
To the B, and that's back to 5 sharps.
5 sharps, great.
So we do 5 sharps, 1 sharp, 3 flats,
Exactly.
1 sharp,
1
3
sharp,
flats.
3
Oh, it
flats,
goes
5
backwards.
sharps.
It
Yeah,
goes
it's
way- it
just,
goes- It's just like a. Oh, no, it's not a mirror.
I
image.
told you,
Let's see.
it's a very
5,
strange
1,
structure.
3, and then 1, 3, 5.
Yeah, 5, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Then I think the next one is going to be 3, 5, 1 or something. Because let's do the next bracket. The next bracket starts on the F minor 7, right?
1 second. Now hold on here. F minor 7. Yeah. All right. And it goes to B. So that. Oh, wait a minute. We just did that. No. F.
No.
Oh, F minor. I'm
minor
sorry. Hold
7.
on 1 second. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second here. Hold on here. So here, F minor 7 here goes to B flat 7. So that's it. So this is going to be a 2, 5 going to
Exactly.
1.
And the
which
bracket
is-
ends on the following line on the E flat.
Okay, so you guys, I just sent the both of you a YouTube. This kid, he's a baby, but this is 10.
Uh-huh.
baby. He's playing giant steps, and it's, you know, Joey Alexander,
Yeah.
and it's so beautiful the way he plays it. You don't have to listen to it now. You can listen to it later.
Yeah, we'll listen to
I
that
thank you
together.
for sending it. Yeah, maybe we'll listen to it. during
So
practice.
beautiful. This kid, I wish he was my kid.
But yeah, well, after we do this, let's hear it. I mean, seriously, we'll listen.
Yeah,
unless
let's
that's
finish the brackets first.
And then we'll listen to the Indian lady sing. We're gonna do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
hard.
And then I want to look at the
Now you're at the-
chicoria.
Oh boy, now we have the third line, and we just went to E flat. That's the first.
Yeah, so this-
it was a
this
2-5-1 to
whole-
E flat, G
So
flat.
this last bracket we did started on the last measure of the second line, right?
Right,
And went all the way to the first measure of the third line.
right, and then we
And
have
this is the 3 flats, right?
right. Then we
Okay.
have 2-5-1 of G. So
Yeah.
that's going to be 1 sharp.
So again, a bracket from the A minor all the way to the G. And
All
that's 1 sharp.
A bracket. All right, you're just doing like, oh, I see what you're doing. I'm doing a little different. Okay, you put a bracket.
Yeah, I do like
Let me
this.
just see how you're
You
doing.
see?
Yeah. Okay, I can do that when I rewrite it. Okay, E flat.
I just
And
try
then-
to kind of like group them into, you know, the
Yeah.
different systems, which chords
The
belong to
harmonic,
what system.
what
Exactly.
it's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
here.
those 3 harmonic systems, the one, you know, the E flat, the G, and the B.
Here we go. Now this one here, now it's gonna go back to 5 sharps because we're now going
Exactly.
2-5-1 of B. So it's 5
So that
sharp.
starts on the C sharp, -7, and then
Right.
ends on the B with the neckline.
Right,
And that's 5 sharps.
okay. F minor 7, E flat 7 to E flat. And then again, it's 2-5-1 of 3 flats.
Yes, 2-5-1 in E flat. So that's 1 bracket. 3
And then
flat.
2-5-1, 2-5.
And the last one is the 2-5-1, but the 1 is the first chord on the top.
It's the B, right? Yeah,
Back
here.
to
So
the
here's
B.
B. Here it is, right there. All right,
And
there.
that's the 5 sharp.
5 sharps here. 5 sharps.
So you're right.
All right.
If you're also, that's great. If you look at the numbers, right? 5-1-3, 1-3-5, 3-1, 5-3-5. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. All
So-
these, yeah.
So let's look at it once more. So if I now play the chords and play the scale that goes with them. So B major, okay?
Uh-huh.
G major, E flat major. Okay?
Are you starting on E flat for the B flat, or are you starting on B flat?
You're starting where the accidental signs are,
I
right?
play, every time I see, I play the scale that belongs to the system. So with the B, the first chord, I play B major. With the D, I already play a G major scale,
Right.
right? And I go, and I resolve.
Oh, but you're starting on D.
Yeah, I start on the D7 chord, but the scale I start on G, I go G.
So you're just having us play the scales of the resolutions. Like when you
Yeah.
say this bracket
Yeah,
has 3 flats.
I play the scale that both chords belong to.
Okay. So we're like,
You
it would
want to
be
try to
D.
do that? You want to try to do that? Yeah.
And then,
Beautiful. But give me all the chords. So I want
oh no, what are you doing there? Oh, here.
I'm also playing the D7. So I
Okay.
play, yeah, you're doing great. Right?
And then,
Good. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
and then, let's see, was it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That was great. Here, I'll do what you just did.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Scott,
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I was at the doctor's for a couple of hours and checking things and finally just brought the cat in from walking.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, good.
God,
Here,
I remember
I'll send you a copy of what we're working on.
I saw the little boy playing and then I thought, wait a minute, why are you sending me this? Oh, it's our session.
Yeah, I sent it because I love this kid. And he's playing the song we're working on.
And after we do,
Great.
we're working on giant steps now, and we're doing a harmonic analysis the way Ronnie does it, where we look through the chords. Let's see, Professor Ronnie, can you send her the giant
Yeah.
steps?
I'm now taking another photo of the
Yeah.
steps with also those brackets we were doing. And
I'm not at the keyboard, I'm eating, so I'll go in a minute. I'm sorry. You look nice with your hair up like that.
Thank
Luann.
you, thank you,
Yeah,
you,
it's very
Kathy.
cute. That's
It's
very
hot.
glad.
I put it down, but it's hot, so I have my fan going, and my cat was just out walking around. All right, so what if I can try to explain this, he went through the chords and he said that there's 3 chord centers, the E flat, G, and B, and he said actually it's all part of an octave. Each interval is a major third, and a
Right.
major third is 4 half steps, and an octave has 12 half steps. So it's a way that John Coltrane composed with 3 tonal centers within the octave. So we have those. And then he went in and he started just breaking down an easy way to understand the chords. Like for instance, the first line, it has, let's say the first couple of chords, B, D7, G, right? So
Wait, what key is it in? What key is it
you
in?
gotta look at the thing.
So it's
in-
really in 3 different keys in the same time, I guess.
Oh, I
I
see.
mean, it's right. We're
So-
talking about giant steps.
right.
Yeah, what does it start with?
It starts with the B major,
5 sharps, yeah.
but immediately goes to G major with a D7 chord, resolving to G.
So it goes to the 5th and then
Exactly,
resolve.
the 5th of the G. And then before you have time to get used to this, already the next chord is coming, and that's the 5th of E flat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very quickly moving from 5 sharps to 1 sharp.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. It starts on B and then you went to C sharp.
No, it starts
No.
on B. Then I went to D7, 5-1 to G. Okay?
So we then on G, that's 1 sharp. That's what he
Yeah,
says.
so that's why I moved to
bracket.
1 sharp. Then I
D7
went
and
to
G.
B flat 7 and resolved to E flat. So that's 5-1 in E flat with 3 flats. Okay?
Mhm.
So 5 sharps, 1 sharp,
Mm-hmm.
3 flats. That's the first, that's just the beginning. The beginning, those are the first 3 measures of the tune.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay?
It's going down by 1.5 steps each time.
No, it moves between those 3 keys that are very far from one another because G has 1 sharp, E flat has 3 flats, and B has 1 sharp, 5 sharps. E
Wait,
major.
G to E flat?
Yeah. There's 3 centers here, and it keeps moving between them. But you have B with 5 sharps,
Mm-hmm.
you have G with 1 sharp, and you have E flat with 3 flats. So basically, he took the octave and divided it into 3 equal parts. That's how you get 3 major thirds. Because from E flat to G is a major third. From G to B is another major third. And then if I go another major third, I go back to E flat. So it's the division of the octave to three
Oh.
equal parts.
But they're really like tritones, sort of.
He's moving very almost erratically between them, very quickly. It's
Yeah.
all about moving very quickly. So I think, I mean, the innovation here is really that instead of just having one tonal center, you have a piece that shifts very quickly between three tonal centers. And that's, of course, very challenging to improvise on.
Why would that be? I mean, I just
Little
said I don't
quite
get
a break.
impulse because you're
Because
just changing
because
the
you have
keys
to
so
keep
much.
we always talk about how the blues is very horizontal because you're using one mode for the whole time, and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
bebop is more vertical because you have to switch
this
all the
is
time.
bebop.
This is ultra vertical. I mean, here you have to move. No, sorry. And then I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
What did you resolve to? What
Say
was that,
what?
that second scale resolved to what?
So I played with the first chord, which is B. I played B major. But then with the D7 and the G, I played the G major 7.
And it resolved to G then.
Yeah. And then I played the E flat scale with the 5-1 progression in E flat, with the B flat 7 going to the E flat.
So he keeps changing keys. Yeah, he's
He
not
keeps
he's not
moving
going.
between them.
Yeah.
But he moves in two ways. Either he goes 5-1 to the new key. So like after the first chord, he goes 5-1 to G and then 5-1 to E flat. But then he also does two 5-1s to them.
Do you notice the melody is going down? Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
And on the
Also,
other side, he's going back up. He comes to a point and then he starts going up.
yeah.
Say that again. Where is it going up now? Wait, I see it going down.
Talking about the
And then I
melody.
see bada 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 bada, and then
Here's the melody. Sorry.
right.
That's just a sequence, huh?
Yeah.
That's a sequence. He could have just gone if he kept doing the. You see, it's another example of same, different. Because this is exactly as this.
Right.
Next one would have been what? This one, I guess.
Different.
And then we'll go back. Right?
Yeah, same,
that's
same,
just
and
the
then
melody.
different.
Yes, same because this is same
Right.
as this.
Right.
But then he changes. He changes.
Right. Same.
Now he's going up.
Yeah. But
What's-
when it, on measure
In-
on measure 7, when he start going those, it's actually then he's not anymore doing 5-1s, he's just doing 2-5-1, right?
Right.
2
Right.
5
Yeah.
1 2 5 1 2 5 1 2 5 1 2 5 1
Huh.
5 1 5 1 2 5. So it's it's
That
absolutely-
elongates the harmony, right? Though, because when he's just doing 5-1, oh no, 5-1 is quicker. And then when he goes 2-5-1, you have 3 beats. You have 2-5-1 instead of 5-1 5-1. 2-5-1 2-5-1, right?
What about this? I mean, in measure 7, when he starts and go, now he's moving by major third, right? Because moving to, and then so it's a whole cycle, right?
So measure 8, we have from G, and then measure 10, we have to D natural,
Measure 10.
measure 12, and then go into D. No, measure 12 will go into F sharp. So we go from G to B to F sharp. Is that what you're saying? No.
Whatever. No. No. In
No.
measure 7,
Right here.
you
1, 2,
have
3, 4,
2, 5, 1 in E flat.
6. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then 2, 5, 1 in G in
G.
yes. And then 2, 5, 1 in B, 2, 5, 1 in E flat, and then it goes back to B again.
Yeah, you see, measure, what is it? Measure 15 and 16 is the same as measure 7 and 8 because it's a
Yes,
sequence.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see, hold on.
'Cause it's-
15.
Right?
And like Lori said, it starts going down, but then it finishes going higher and higher and higher. So there's the same, and that's a whole different section there in a lot of ways because it keeps going higher rather than ba 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 ba, and then it goes back to the same.
You know what's really, really
Yeah.
cool to do? What's very cool to do is what we call digital patterns.
What did
And-
you just do, Ronnie? What was that you just did?
Yeah, digital pattern. You just take the 1, 2, 3, 5 for each chord. So you play for the B. You play,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
D becomes, and the G becomes, right?
Hey, just skip the fourth. You
And
just
then
go
you can
1, 2, 3,
solo.
5.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you solo, you go like this.
Oh my God. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing? Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, I do. E flat, now 2, 5, 1. 2, G, 2,
And then
yeah.
I see. You can change that on each chord. You can do if you do digital. What is it called? Digital what? Pattern.
Digital
Digital
pattern.
pattern? Yeah. Change on each chord. That sounds good.
Right? That becomes that thing.
So what
Yeah.
is digital?
That's also good. I guess that'll be good to sing. I mean, we should, ear training wise, I mean, we should do things like, playing the bass and singing the no, sorry. Or even with the numbers. 5, 1, 3.
What?
13, 5, right? If I sing the number for the chord,
Wait, I don't know what you're doing there. Okay.
yeah, if I sing the number solfege, so F sharp, that's the 5 for the B, right?
Right.
Oh,
5, 1,
Oh, right.
5,
D,
1,
5, 1,
5, 1, 3, 13, right? G is the 13,
uh,
right?
okay, yes,
And
G of 13, B flat 7, yeah.
then B flat and then 5.
I've never learned that, but this is fun. Here, all right, here.
I know, this is crazy.
Okay, so Ronnie, so solfege, you would be in the key of B flat the whole time?
No, if I solfege, I mean,
Oh, I see. 5,
say
1,
what,
3,
Lori?
13,
Say
5.
what?
The B, okay, F sharp's the 5 of B.
Yeah, and D is the 1 of D,
1 of
D.
D. And then
and then B is the 3 of
the
G.
3 of G.
Oh, that's solfege?
So that's what I call numbers. I mean, David called that number solfege. I like that term.
Number
You
so
sing
yeah.
the number of the note relative to the chord.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you sing 5, 1, 3, 13, 5.
13.
Two, five,
Oh, because it's a 6. Yeah. All right.
1.
Say what?
Too much
Yeah.
thinking. 2, 5.
5, 1. Let's see. 3, 3, 13. 5.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 9, 5, right? The last measure on the first line
Right.
will be 9, 5,
Right. It's a
right?
D. All right. Here.
Because 9 A minor 7 B is the 9.
Right.
Cassie, did you get the text message with the photograph of the piece?
I did, but I don't know how to put it big, so I'll have to send it to my email and print it.
Oh, yeah, I hope that's gonna come up well printed out though. Do you have a real book, Kathy?
No,
Oh, okay.
I should get that, shouldn't I? I mean, after all these years?
I think I have the PDF with all the real books.
Really? Oh, that would be a lot of printing.
No, that will be like just putting everything on some flash drive and mailing it to you, I guess. Because
Oh,
it's
okay.
12 real books. I have them. I think I have them on my computer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't you put them in Dropbox or something?
Oh my.
I wouldn't put them in a Dropbox because it's like
Oh, yeah.
heavily copyrighted. It's like the
Yeah.
all of the real books
Yeah.
together.
Get in trouble.
But
Yeah.
people have been, I mean, somebody gave them to me on a CD. I remember back in the days, when it was circulating.
So you have. All right. You can. Yeah.
Somebody PDF'd all the real books, and the most amazing thing is they made must have taken so much work. They made an index, so it tells you, giant steps. Real book 1, page 316. Real
Oh
book
my
3,
gosh. Can
This
you
real book
somehow
has-
send that? How much would you like us to pay you so you can just mail us a copy?
Oh no, I wouldn't have to pay, but I can mail you a copy. I'll let me find it on the computer.
And you just
there.
stick it in your phone or your computer, right? And it opens up, and it's magic. You have all these
Yeah,
books.
you
and
have
it's
all
so
the files,
fancy.
all. It's like thousands
And
of
it's a
pages.
pirated thing. We don't tell anybody, but we have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Because it's each real book has like 400 pages, and there's like I think 12 real books there, so it's like
Wow.
5,000 pages of like just
And we're
standards.
not using it for commercial use. You're using it for education use, but still, I know there's.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great though. I can't afford to buy all 10. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, no, it's a
Okay.
good resource. Yeah. So how should we? So I guess what's the I mean, there's always like ways to practice it. Either we play. I think playing the scales is important to go like.
Right.
But
Right?
actually, Ronnie, in reality, wouldn't you be playing the first scale only for 2 beats?
Exactly.
And then quickly go into the D, so I'd be going.
On the
Yeah,
D7, you
yeah.
start on G.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Or if you play the scale faster, you could go 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
1,
man.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's hard, how to really fit those scales. The scales have 7 notes, and those chords are sometimes lasting 2 beats, sometimes they last 4 beats. Bless you.
Bless you.
So 2 beats, if you do, what do you call those things? 8 notes? You get 4 in.
Yeah, then it will be like you're saying.
Let's start with just playing scales with the bass notes, right? And
Yeah, you're right,
going
Lori,
with the
because
bracket.
if
So
you
when
break
you-
it in a certain, that's a good exercise too, Lori. I mean, if you just, let's say you play 8 notes, so that will be something like this, but already changing here.
Right away.
And then and then it's hard to decide how to go it. And then you have, right? So I'm kind of trying to somehow fit them.
Or move them around.
So yeah, I mean the question is really how to work on improvising on progression like this.
Yeah.
Ba ba do be ba do ba zoom. I mean there is a the notorious recording of, I forget who is the pianist who was on that recording, right? And he completely messed up because he couldn't handle, and he's a famous pianist, I forget who it was, but they gave him that piece at the recording studio without preparing, and he completely screwed it up because he couldn't improvise on that, and for some odd reason they decided to still put it on the album, and then he was very, very shamed, and then he went on and he re-recorded the piece later on and made a whole album called Giant Steps and fixed it, and recorded it well after he practiced it, I think it was Tony Flanagan, one of those like big ones. So yeah, I still don't know how to improvise.
You just keep thinking in different in the one of three keys. You're improvising in one of three keys. You can continue the melody, right? But now I don't know.
I think the secret is actually. I think the secret is actually to do sequences. So to look at because whatever you do, let's say you do. If I go, and then, because from the D7 to the G is the same as from the B flat to the E flat. Okay.
Right.
Then I do my 2-5-1 on the G, and then again.
So pick whether it's two chords or the 2-5-1 chords, you pick your pattern, and you just play.
Especially once you get to measure 7, it's really easier because you go. See what I'm doing now? I'm only using 2 motifs. Every time I have 5-1, I go ba 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 bam. For example, the D7. That was a big flat. But every time I have 2 5-1s, like on the measure 4, I then go. And then here I do.
Oh, to start like that. That's something I could try to do. Start with 2 motifs, and when you have 5-1, do that in that particular key, and you have the other motif when you do 2-5-1 in that particular key.
Just 2 motifs, and just use those.
I can practice that. I can get to that point, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So I did. What did I do? No. Yes, I'll have to start like this.
Interesting. I mean, just as an exercise, that's a very interesting compositional thing, because you're doing very simple things to hear it.
Yeah.
I know you fancy it up, but that's something I could try to do.
Yeah.
I'll listen to him.
I'm trying to.
Bass notes of the chords?
I'm just walking the bass.
Oh, walking the bass. Oh, okay.
No,
put that up.
If you do the chords and the walking,
Oh, it's a chord? You just play the chords like arpeggios, and that's a walking bass?
I mean, the walking walking is something, you know, I mean, we can work on that too, but I feel, I mean, that's a separate.
Okay, I can look that up. That's, you just, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
The
you
walking is like soloing, only that soloing is more 8-note oriented and walking is more quarter note oriented, you know? Because when you walk, it's like quarter notes, right? 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4. When you solo, it's more.
Right.
So I believe that really walking is very similar to soloing, only it's quarter notes.
Okay.
And in walking, it's almost always that you are landing on the 1. So it's more because you have to express the chord. There is a tendency to land on the 1 of the chord, on the 1 of the measure, you know. As opposed in soloing, we don't have to do it with the right hand, right?
Lonnie, I was trying to print this thing out and I couldn't get it to print correctly on the page, so I missed stuff. But when you played that what you just did, you went up to the
You mean the walking?
no.
The melody that I did?
Yeah, play it real slow. You played the third.
So
How did you-
every time I had a 5-1.
No, I want to know what the intervals are of that piece. Is this 1 like D, F sharp, A, C sharp? What?
This one?
Oh, you just played to the 7th.
Yeah. I mean, for this particular. Yeah, so on the dominant chord, I just arpeggiated 1, 3, 5, 7 of the chord.
And then you just go to the 4th.
And then I went 3, 1 on the G.
But which is the 4th of the note you started on.
No, I started on a D.
Yeah.
I ended up on a 4th
So we're going up by the circle of fourths.
No.
Yeah, no, because the progression here is what we're doing right now is a D7 going to a G, right?
What? That's what it is? That's all you did?
Yeah.
You went dee 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 dee. You played a scale down to it.
Yeah, then I did for the 2-5-1s, I went.
Right, but what are those notes?
Those are improvisation. He was saying.
Yeah.
I want to know what the notes of those of that tune is that you just did.
Yeah, this
I
is
want to know the notes.
this is a 2-5-1 in G. So I go A minor 7, A, C, E, G, right?
Yeah.
And then on the D7 chord, I go. And then I
Where's those
resolve
notes?
to.
Back to G.
And then on G, I go. Ba-da, B, D.
No, going
Oh,
up
no,
here.
I don't go all the
A,
way to
C,
the
G.
G. I just go.
All right, so just tell me
Here,
the G, F
I'll do
sharp.
it once more. I'll do it once more. Here, I'll do it also. You can see that.
Oh, do it slow.
Yeah, slow. Yeah.
Where are you starting on it? G?
No, A. And then.
So you're only going up a step each time.
Yeah, right?
D7. All right, here.
Oh, okay, it's 2-5-1. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, and I also added the D in the end.
what's the next one?
Then in this particular
Oh, how did
case,
you go in a circle? Did you go by
yeah.
fourth?
No, I went by the piece. It's major third. So the next one in this piece would be
Flat?
same progression in B. 2, 5 to B. I know. And when you do it over B, then the first chord is C sharp minor.
Why is it minor all of a sudden?
Because we're doing 2, 5, 1s. So think of this progression: 2, 5, 1, right?
Yeah.
And then in this piece, we have to do this 2, 5, 1 in 3 different keys, either in G, 2, 5, 1, or we have it in B. And then in B, it becomes 2, 5, 1.
Wait, and B is
In B, 2 is C sharp. Yeah. Right?
you go up a whole step each time.
It's not actually a whole step because 2, 5 to G was A, D, G, right? I go up a major third.
Oh yeah, from G to B, a major third. Okay, great.
Yeah, exactly. So first you have a 2, 5, 1 in G. Then you have a 2, 5, 1 in B. And then the third one,
An E flat.
exactly.
And if it kept going, you'd be
It goes
back.
back to G. A.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you see? Great. So 2, 5, G, 2, 5, B, 2, 5, E flat.
Oh, it takes a lot of practice to get that to happen. If you actually gave assignments,
Yeah, that's what we're trying to think about, how to practice this. Because here for measure 7, listen to what's happening. For measure 7. 2, 2, 2, 2, 5 in E flat. 2, 5 in G. 2, 5 in B. 2, 5 in E flat. And then 2, 5 in B.
how do we get
That's-
to B then?
I mean, yeah, I know. That's a good question. That's where he does break the order, doesn't he? Because we have E flat, G, B, E flat, but then the last two chords of the piece, he goes 2, 5 back to B, right? He breaks the pattern there. That's amazing, huh? 5, B, 5 to G, 5 to E flat, 2, 5 to G, 5 to E flat, 5 to B, 2, 5 to E flat, 2, 5 to G, 2, 5 to B, 2, 5 to E flat, 2, 5 to B, 5 to G, 5 to E flat, 2, 5, G, 5 to E flat, 5 to B, 2, 5, E flat, 2, 5, G, 2, 5, B, 2, 5, E flat, 2, 5, B is the beginning. So
Wait a minute.
that's why I said this piece is like a Sudoku puzzle.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like so mathematical, and Luann showed us this like crazy circle that was behind that whole philosophy of and the reason for 3 tonal centers have to do with some like metaphysical, like the Trinity or philosophical concept of like breaking the octaves into 3 equal parts, like the triangle. It was a very symbolic kind of.
And
Yeah.
if he put this in the Middle Ages, they wouldn't have crucified him because he had the Trinity in it.
He did. There's all these it's all these great things. I have to really study it, but there's real
Yeah,
math.
it's based on the division of the division of the octave to 3 equal parts. That's the basis of it, you know.
Oh,
So let's look at this wonderful
let's do that
Indian
this
girl.
week for our assignment to really go through it, try to remember what you suggested, and see what we come up for next week.
Will you post it? Will you post this video
Yeah, I'll post it on YouTube.
soon?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because I won't have time later in the week.
Oh, right. You need to have it right away. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Thank you, everybody.
let me just play you that recording before we go.
Oh, the little Indian lady.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
Oh, yeah.
What was
So,
this?
She's singing the transcription of the famous John Coltrane solo, and she's solfeging it with the Indian syllables, the sari, gama, pada, nisa.
Oh, wow.
And it's just brilliant what she does.
And the results are in.
1 second.
You are 99.9%.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vocal transcription. If anybody can sing anything like that, I mean, you can
And
sing it.
especially in Hindi or something.
Started making this feedback here. I don't know if you heard of it.
No, if
Well, that's pretty amazing. That really
Yeah.
is.
What's that? The last few notes were. Yeah, that was like.
I didn't realize
Like,
that's
all
what
these, like-
Josh had me do. In theory, he had me do the Weird Al thing that I didn't understand. He had me do that all in solfege. I did it slower, but I learned the whole thing in solfege before I learned those syllables.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
fascinating to think like how Coltrane worked on that solo. You know, how do you really work on, improvising sing over that?
I love your brain. I love how music just goes from your brain through your hands and back and your whole body. You just like
Yeah.
just music. You become music. I love it. It's great.
But the
That's how we
level
wanna
of
be.
the level of her ability to just do it and mimic him and just nail that solo and sing it so precisely. It's like wow. And she just all memorized and it could go forever. She just
Yeah,
remembered.
yeah. Wow.
Is
So what is she using for syllables, Bonnie? What is what's her verb?
She's using the Sari Gama Pada Nisa Indian solfege syllables. So there's also a relation there to the actual note is like because Sa is
But do they use the diatonic scale, or they have like 17 notes to a scale or something,
I
right?
don't really know. I don't really know exactly what she's singing. If it's
Got that power.
Is that the same as like do, re, mi, fa, sol? Is that
it
so?
is, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
we,
there-
I
yeah.
mean, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do in the Indian system is Sari Gama Pada Nisa.
Oh, there. She just. Oh, right there. Power and use.
So you can really, I mean, but I don't really know. I mean, I don't know if. I mean, I'm not familiar with their solfege system, and how would you even sing with
Just
their
in regular
system?
solfege, yeah. You'd
Yeah.
have to do movable do, I guess.
Sarigama, is it like sarigama, ma? So is it like? And what do you do with sharps? Is it me? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, sarigama.
Golly, 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 gee. I don't know. This
Yeah, I
is so
don't know.
interesting. It's her idiom. It's her
And
language.
I mean, I could say the aura solfege, which is fa, re, si. And what is it? Sol, si bemol, right? Or I can say, of course, F, D, G, B, E flat, B, A. But she's using the Indian.
Wow. But it's
Yeah.
the way she did it so fast, and she was so into it. It was just. It wasn't even. It was just a tool for. It was like an instrument. She became the instrument that she was
Yeah.
singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
All right, you
thank
guys, I'm
you.
signing off. I'm
Yeah,
not.
Yeah, we
let's,
gotta get going. It's
So
it's
I'll
9:20.
see you next week.
All right, bye,
Yeah, and
Professor.
Bonnie,
Bye, Lori. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bonnie, I sent you some money.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lori. I saw it. So yeah, and
All
I'll
right,
see
good
you
night.
on Wednesday.
Not me, not this week, because I got that Elvis show. I'm
Ah, yeah,
working
you
on
told
Elvis.
me. So yeah, 2 weeks.
I'm rocking and rolling. Yeah, what are we? Not 2 weeks. Next week, the 11th. Next week's the 11th. Next week
Yeah, so the following
on
Wednesday.
the 11th.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So, Ronnie,
All right.
when am I meeting with you?
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. So no. So yeah, Kathy, let's look and see what's good for us, huh? For this week.
Yeah, I haven't done much. There's so much going on for me. I almost can't even think straight.
Here, I'll stop the recording because we don't need